Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Drew and this is JustAGuyLinux and this is live. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Not sure if you can, but peace and good Sunday to you all on the Sunday before Christmas, and good to be here. So I am in the middle of a little bit of a project here. One of the things that I've been noticing is, first of all, I don't know if you guys have seen the absolute debacle that is Firefox, the dumpster fire that is Firefox these days, and the CEO that's come out and be very, very clear that he is he's in favor of boogering it up even worse with AI and the like. Where am I? So I have been looking, now I have, let's just go over here. I have a project that I have been, actually let's not do it that way. I have a project that I've been working on for a while, and not that much, not that long actually. I take that back. Okay, this Helium project. So anybody that is looking for a Chrome-based browser, you should definitely give this a shot. I have done a video about the Helium browser before. Let's actually open this in a new tab. Let's come over here, and what this is providing is a ungoogled Chromium experience. But it also provides kind of a different wrapper for it, and so it includes the uBlock origin, and this project is in beta. However, I believe that it is an excellent project, and I didn't really contribute money to this one yet, even though I think that's probably in the future. But I have they don't have a Debian package for this, and so I have been creating a Debian package for them. Again, this is unofficial. I'm not actually part of this project at all. But what I'm doing is I'm taking the latest version. Actually, it's not this 0.7. Yeah, it's this one, the 0.7.7.1, and then I'm creating a deb package for it. Now this little deb repo here is, like I said, a repo so that you add the repository, and then you update, and then you can install the Helium browser in a deb package, as opposed to using an app image. So now, for example, let's go over here. So now if I just do an update, not sure if I have a anything worth, let's look up list. Okay. So there's really, oh yeah, actually right there. So I haven't updated the Helium browser, at least on this test machine, in, I don't know when. So I can just do, at this point I can just do upgrade. Let's actually look at this real quick. That way you know that I'm not cheating. So if I do this about, you see that I'm on the 0.5.1. And now it's going to look at this, where is it? Right here. It's looking at this JustAGuyLinux.Codeberg page so that it's updating from there. So if I just say upgrade, it's going to install the packages that are from the Debian repo. And then it's also going to update my Helium. It does take a second or two because I have noticed that Codeberg is a little bit on the slow side when it comes to some of these larger files. Now that was pretty quick actually, but you can see that it is unpacking the Helium browser and it's installing it over the 0. Okay, glad you mentioned Zen today. So who's this? P? I'm not sure. I'm not going to be able to pronounce the username. PWAS. I don't know. Anyway, so what I just did was I updated I updated the Helium browser, but it's not until I restart. So let's do that really quickly, and let's start Helium again. And now it should say 0.7.7.1, and it does. Okay, cool. So that's one thing that I'm doing with this. So it's just a community apt repo so that you can stay up to date on this really good beta software. Now, I'm glad you mentioned Zen, okay? Zen browser. I'm actually on my test machine, so I don't have that much stuff installed on this. So actually, can I go to, yep, right here. Oh no, shoot. Can I just go to this site without having to log in? Browser, GitHub. Okay, how about that? Okay, and desktop. Okay. So when you look at this, like for example, 3 hours ago, this build came out. And for the most part, it's using this app image as well. There is obviously a Windows install as well as I think it's a Mac install. But if you're going to use it on Linux, you're most likely either one, going to use this app image, or two, you're going to use a Flatpak. So I thought roughly the same way. Let's go here. Roughly the same way with the same logic. You could do the same. You could do this deb package build using the Zen, using the Zen tar file. That's what I was looking for. Man, I couldn't speak there for a minute. So where am I? I'm on home and projects, and then there's two builders here. I moved them over just for this. So deb, actually I can't do it from that direct. So scripts, deb builder, okay, and then actually, you know what we should do? Let's put this over here. Projects, Helium, scripts, build deb. It's basically the same thing. So what I was thinking about doing was creating the same type of repo for the Zen browser. And when so which one am I on right here? Yeah, I'm on Zen over here. So what it's doing is it's looking for this latest release. And so when I run this script, it should ask, sorry, I'm reading the chat at the same time. Let me just finish my thought here. Sorry. So it's looking for the latest version. It's looking at this repo, Zen browser, desktop releases, and so on. So it should pull from here, as long as I give it the right tag of 1.17.15b. Okay, let's copy that. Oh, let's copy that. Shoot. Let's copy that. Okay. And so I have done this on a different machine. I thought I tested it well, but I'm going to do a little test right here, as a matter of fact. Okay. Let's open terminal here, and let's actually go to scripts. And less. Okay. So to answer your question, I'm seeing you mentioning Codeberg, and I've seen other projects migrating just to get away from GitHub. Is it really worth it, in your opinion? Is it for practical reasons or just philosophical reasons? No, it's definitely for philosophical reasons, 100%. Okay, from a practical perspective, GitHub is superior in its scaling, in its ability to run GitHub pages, which is much better than the Codeberg pages. So it's 100% a philosophical move. Clearly. Okay. Let's just make this over here. All right. And what I say? Yeah. So if I run build deb Oh, it's okay. No wonder. Ch mod plus x build, and let's do that again. Okay, and then yeah, it's actually asking me what the latest version is, and it's correct. So let me just go ahead and paste that in. And what it's doing is it's going and getting that tar file. Okay, and at the same time, error unmet dependencies. Okay. Rules is not executable. Fixing. Okay, let's do that. Yes. Yeah. Let's do this. Yeah. Okay. So let's try that again. And I wonder if I can just hit enter. I don't remember if I. Yep. Yeah. Build before. All right. What did I do wrong? Okay. I'm figuring out what I did wrong there. So before build. Oh, I bet. Let's remove this. I think it should have just run though. Oh, it's duh. Oh, maybe that's why, because I didn't have that installed. Okay. Hey, D-dubs. Okay, that's why. So yeah, so basically this is what I would go through in order to build the Helium browser, and then I actually post it to a different a, a different a different repo. So sorry, I'm kind of losing my train of thought. Okay, so basically there are two repos here, and one of them is this deb builder. Okay, and I have that there just for my own. It doesn't really do anything other than help me back up what I am doing. And so what it allows me to do is build this deb package for the Helium browser. And then I post it over here. So there's two, okay, there's two Helium repos. One is the builder, and the second one is the actual repo, so that when you do allow your, when you do add the repo and update your system, your Debian system, it then will say, oh, yeah, your Helium browser is out of date, and it allows you to update to the most current version. So here, yeah, it allowed me to do the same thing with the Zen browser. The only thing I didn't have was the dependency, which I was able to, get done. So it's now part of this. So now what I'm going to do is try to say install this. Now I don't have the Zen browser, do I? Already installed. I want to make sure that I don't. Yeah, I don't have the Zen browser installed. So if I say Zen browser and then the deb file, cool. Okay, this is what I expect to see. Again, this is in lieu of going to the Zen browser and not wanting to, use an app image, or, well, I mean, obviously you're not going to use an exe or a DMG or anything like that. The only option would be to use the app image on Linux, unless you're using Flatpak. Okay, so this will hopefully just like install automatic, and now I'll have just a working Zen browser that, yes, okay, that will not be part containerized. Nice. Okay, so that works. I'm just going to skip this. Next. All right. So, and again, there's a reason why I have been looking maybe for something else. Firefox has just let me down. There's just no getting around it, guys. They're being run into the ground, and there's not a whole lot we can do about that. I still generally use the ESR version for every day, but I think as of this week that's going to change, and I'm going to go with Helium full time. So that was the goal for tonight, was basically get use basically the same code that I used to build this, because this here is building the Helium browser, and it is roughly the same. I mean, it's damn near the same as this. And so, yeah, so it works for both. Now, again, I came on stream at 8:30. I've been on for 20 minutes. I am going to be on for another 10. Oh, can I do sway effects on Debian 13 stable? I've been, um, them from source, but only on. Okay, so I'm going to. Okay, so the answer is I probably can't. And the only reason I can't is because of the protocol. The protocol is not going to be new enough in order for you to run, and that's why it can run on Forky. But SwayFX, I think, is what do you need? I think, do you need 0.19? Yeah, WL-roots 0.19. There you go, right there. Because of WL-roots 19 dependency for, yep, okay. So you can try and do a Franken-Debian type thing where you just like pick the fact that you want a newer version of WL-roots. But if you're wanting to do it on Debian stable, yeah, I don't, that's probably not in the cards. Unless somebody else has a smarter idea than me. Hello, True Cat. So anyway, that was the goal for today. I was thinking, okay, well, can I do the same thing? So this Zen browser that is a Firefox, that's using Firefox or the Gecko engine is a really nice browser. And I wanted to see if I can just use this tar.xz and build a Debian package for it, and mission accomplished. So able to do that. I don't know. I probably will, once I'm done with this, maybe tomorrow, I'll probably like have instead of a z-deb builder on, I don't have one on GitHub. Sorry, GitHub. Did I just say that? I don't have one on Codeberg yet. I probably will. But I will, I'll let you guys know, probably in a video sometime soon. Yeah, I can get Sway to work, obviously. I mean, SwayFX is cool, though. Let me just show you guys. Because hopefully I don't just break my feed. So Sway. So Sway on this machine here, I have all my X11 stuff on here as well because, I was doing all these freaking videos, and I'm just so you guys know, it's just between you and me, the 13 people that are here. I'm freaking knackered when it comes right down to it because it's been, and the problem is, no question. Let me just look at this. I'm an idiot for doing this, by the way. YouTube, JustAGuyLinux. So, videos. 21 minutes, 18 minutes, 24 minutes, 25 minutes, 19. This one's low. I didn't realize it was that small. 13 minutes, 22 minutes. So you can see I've been like doing, and here's BSPWM, 28-minute video. I thought I would be doing 8 to 12-minute videos. That way I can get through my challenge quicker. But then I was just like, I want to do this better. I want to have I want to use slides. So I want to use Markdown Presenter and things like that. And boy, that's been challenging. I have gotten some good feedback, though. I have to appreciate that. Even though so, it's like, oh, I put like a couple hours into this and I got 504 views in 24-hour period. Actually, it's a little bit more than 24 hours now. But, it's like 575 views. Yeah, I know. Tough to do, 8 to 12. Yeah, it's impossible. In fact, if you want to do a good job on a subject as large as the WES term configuration, or for that matter, the biggest video I did in terms of time was this 28 minutes on BSPWM. 28 minutes on BSPWM, I could probably have done an hour. Seriously. I'm getting more and more kind of in the ballpark, but 25 and a half minutes on DWM. How could I do less? You know, I was probably wanting to try and keep it under 20 minutes. I don't remember exactly because it's like a blur to me, but 25 minutes, what am I going to do? It's just the way it turned out. So, but overall, it's been a blessing to try and do these. It's been really challenging, and no question about the challenge aspect of doing these 14 videos in 14 days. Yeah. So DWL is okay, very dependent on the OS you're using. Not easy to patch. Mango WC is nicer and based on DWL. Yeah, DDubs is like the man when it comes to trying uh, some of these window managers, and I get the updates, which is great. Mango WC is something that if I could use, I mean, if I could use it on a Debian stable, that would be cool. I just can't, not yet. And I've got a challenge going on. I've got a challenge going on that I can't like do some exploration. That's yeah, yeah. You picked a tough challenge. No shit, right? I don't know. You turn 60 and you go freaking nuts. Is that what I'm encountering? Yeah. You can what exactly? You can do. Oh, is that right? Oh, I didn't know that. Really? Mango WC deb package? I didn't think that was true. I know, right? I need to. So, okay, at the very beginning of this challenge release is maybe it's right here. Nope. Where should I look, guys? Um, Here, huh? WL roots. Okay, so it is going to require that I upgrade to WL roots 0.19. Is that what I'm seeing? Yeah, and so the beginning, okay, by the way, when I turned 60, I was like, yeah, I got to do this 60-day challenge. And then I waited a few days before actually like releasing the first video, and I wanted to have like kind of like a lead up to. So I had banked maybe like 4 videos ahead of time, and then I released the first, day one. And and then I was like, oh man, I got a lot of work to do this today. So I was down an extra day, and then I was down another day. And so now I am like same day release, same day release. So, I mean, this doesn't look like it's hard, obviously. I can do this. No, this is not a problem. I was just thinking if there was a deb file, then that would be cool. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Not today, though, my friends. Not today. I said that I was going to be on for 30 minutes, and now it is 29. So I appreciate your time and your viewership. If you have any more questions, I will hang around for another couple minutes. But the goal today was to actually create a deb package for Zen. Mission accomplished, and cool. Okay, we can try it. This would be cool. I could try it. I'm not really. I don't know. I hate doing I hate doing the live streams when I struggle so badly. That's the only thing, D-dubs. It's like, oh man, like when I start struggling, I get like very kind of like nervous that people are watching. And I don't mind struggling. No, that's not the question. But I just feel from a perspective of like, listen, this guy's watching me and like investing his time into watching me struggle, and he's not getting anything out of it. So yeah, that's hard on me to like come to terms with. It's like, okay, and maybe I just shouldn't care. Maybe I shouldn't care as much, but it's like, if you guys are investing your time, I want it to be worthwhile. So I know that I don't know that I mean, I am so blown away by people that do live streams that handle adversity so stinking well, that it's like, wow, that guy, you know, kudos, right? Kudos for like struggling, but they're always able to recover. And I guess I don't have enough faith in my own skills to recover well. Maybe that's part of it, you know? So the one thing I did do, by the way, when I decided that I was going to create, um, do I have Codeberg? Yeah, this is my Codeberg. The day that I decided to do this repo for the Helium browser, I did contact the developers for this, and I said, "Is this okay?" And they said, "Yeah, go for it." You know, I was like, "Oh, cool. That would be." I mean, again, I don't want to take away from anybody. And I definitely don't want to like offend anybody. So if they think, "Oh, dude, you suck at this," yeah, I would appreciate you not being involved in our project at all. But to be able to like create this deb package for people that don't want to use an app image or a Flatpak, I prefer that. I don't know about the rest of you guys who are Debian users, but I would prefer to use something that's that's a deb package as opposed to an app image or Flatpak. That's my preference. So I'll probably do this. I might do the same thing for Zen. Not sure if anybody else. I'm sure somebody, one person. I know that there's at least one person using this repo to keep their Helium browser up to date, because they've told me. So I guess I will have to make it public, though, if you want like I said, if you want the Zen Debian file, then yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do that. Cool. Yeah, I guess I will. All right, friends. If there is nothing else, I will end the stream here. You've got I don't know, a minute if I can answer anything. By the way, if you have any questions about any of the videos that I've done, then have at it. The only thing I'm not going to answer is any questions about Awesome WM. That kills me. I know, by the way, if you are a Nix user, Donald Williams in the chat is he has an OS called DDubs OS, and I will support that and let you guys know that is, if you're a Nix user, that's the man to support and to try his stuff. By trying his stuff, sometimes you're actually trying the stuff that I've done. So even better. By the way, the question earlier, very early on, I mentioned Codeberg. There is a video that I put out. Apparently, it got 13,000 views. Wow. Okay. Why I left Codeberg, and it has to do with the philosophical perspective but there's more and more people and developers too. Not me. I don't count. Um, I don't count when it comes to development. So, but there are a lot of developers that are like, you know, we're actually going to start going away um, from GitHub. And now one of them, it wouldn't. Let's put it this way. I don't know if you guys are interested in this like little like guess. This is my guess. Okay, I'm thinking at some point that Ghosty that Ghosty will go away from GitHub. That Ghosty will like, you know what? Forget this, and we're going to be out of here. That's a guess on my part, but see if it comes true. And with that, I will say good night, Merry Christmas, and if I see you tomorrow, so much the better.